Hey beauties, it's Riri. Today's video is all about KIEHL'S skincare. I actually just received a PR package from them. They sent me a message over on IG and asked what my skin concerns and stuff were, and asked if they could send me a package over. First of all, I think the packaging is pretty badass. I like it a lot. I like the colors and the theming and all that kind of stuff. I do not have a lot of experience with KIEHL'S while I'm opening this up. The only time I've ever tried them has been getting like the little free samples and stuff with like a free gift with purchase through like Sephora, Ulta, things like that. It is not a brand that I have purchased like full size items from or anything like that, so I'm even more intrigued about that. I just got out of the shower. I have nothing at all on my skin. I'm gonna get up super duper close before we even demo anything. Today's video is going to be me obviously opening it up and seeing what's in the box and then demoing things for you guys, and this is going to be a first impression. I'm going to be looking at packaging, ease of use, how things smell, the consistency, textures, how well they absorb into the skin, things like that. And then, as I always do when I'm testing new skincare and stuff like that, I will come back in 30 days or when everything is empty and I will give a full 30-day review on the products. So, oh, I love that. Skincare for All. And I do know they've been around since like 1851, for a very, very long time. It's definitely like a, a cult classic, like very well loved and well known. I've definitely heard of them for many years. We have, hey Riri, reveal your most radiant, youthful looking skin with our age-defying routine. Yes, please. Ultra Facial Cleanser, Super Multi-Corrective Cream, Super Multi-Corrective Eye Cream, Retinol Microdose Serum, and Better Screen SPF. Yes! We are so excited for you to experience these transformative results. You can share your results and tag us at KIEHL'S using these hashtags. That is so freaking cool. I did let them know that I was 46 and a half. I have very dry skin, very textured skin, large pores, and a ton of redness. Rosacea Riri, y'all, is in full effect today. Especially once I first get out of the shower. I'm generally more red than I usually am. So we're gonna get very, very close, ultra close. Signs of ranging. Signs of aging and wrinkles, fine lines, all the things, broken capillaries, Alright, so that is where we are starting. I will not be demoing, obviously, the cleanser today because I already washed my face and I didn't know there was a cleanser in the box. I'm sorry. But I'll definitely, obviously, update you guys as we go. It is packaged beautifully, which I love. And I like that they sent, I would have been grateful for one product. Let me just say that because your girl don't get a whole lot of PR, y'all. But I'm glad that they sent me an actual full collection and a full routine. So I'm excited. Ooh, I love the packaging already. This is the Super Multi-Corrective Eye Zone Treatment, brow bone, eyelid, outer corner, and under eye. I love the packaging. It does feel nice and sturdy. We have the Super Multi-Corrective Cream, visibly firm, lift, smooth, boost radiance, moisturize, evens texture, and enhances healthy complexion. Okay. Ooh. Oh, I've tried this too. I don't think I had a full size of it, but this looks very, very familiar to me. It is the Ultra Facial Cleanser, gentle liquid formula that cleanses without over drying or stripping the skin. Yes, please. And I'm actually almost done with the Tatcha one that I'm using right now, so it's kind of coming at a really good time. Next up is the Better Screen UV Serum Sunscreen, broad spectrum SPF 50 with collagen peptides. Helps visibly correct fine lines, uneven skin tone, and dull skin. And if you've been here with me for a while, you guys know I am an advocate about great skincare and using sun protection. I swear by it. And then next up is the Retinol Skin Renewing Daily Microdose Serum with a precise daily strength concentration of pure retinol, peptide, and ceramides. I will note with this particular product, as I apply this today, you may see some reactiveness. That is the nature of my skin and the nature of a retinol, because it is an active. I will also say that if you're testing any of these types of things, even maybe after the follow-up in 30 days, note that for me, I generally will use retinols at night and then use SPF the next day, because you can be a little bit more sensitive to the sun. So just noting that. Incredible. I love everything that I got thus far in terms of like the actual products. All right, and you generally want to go with skincare, the lightest or thinnest formulation to the heaviest formulation. So I would be starting with my serum, and then you want to go in with targeted treatments. This is kind of the way that I do it. So I would go in with my eye cream next. I would go in with my moisturizer. My last step would be the sunscreen. So I'm quickly going to read up on a few of these. If you want to kind of skip through these, I'll try to put a timestamp right here. But I really obviously want to know myself what I'm getting myself into as well. Okay, the Skin Renewing Daily Microdose Serum. Clinically tested to steadily promote skin surface turnover and visibly improve firmness, reduce wrinkles, and refine texture, while minimizing discomforting effects, including redness, dryness, and peeling. That's nice. Let's go to our efficacious serum with pure retinol uses precise ratios of potent ingredients to steadily promote skin surface turnover, visibly improve firmness, reduce the appearance of wrinkles, and refine skin texture. With each pump, this daily strength concentration helps renew skin's look and feel by revealing fresh new skin at the surface. Combined with peptides and ceramides, this formula fortifies the skin barrier to help minimize discomforting effects such as redness, like I was saying a few minutes ago, redness, dryness, and peeling. Skin is visibly smoother and firmer for a more youthful looking appearance. And this is KIEHL'S since 1851, ingredient source worldwide, made in the United States. And I'm trying to find directions. Okay. Apply 1 pump to clean, dry skin in the morning or evening before moisturizer. You may also apply 1 pump each to the neck, décolleté, and back of hands. Always use sunscreen and limit sun exposure when using this product. This is something that for this week, this is, what is today? Friday. Today's Friday. I don't know when you guys will see this, but it's the Friday the 19th right now. But I will probably use this today, maybe Sunday, then Tuesday, and then I will kind of transition into like a more daily use. So we are going to test this product out first. Again, the packaging is nice. I can't tell if it's glass or plastic. I think it's glass. I do like the packaging of everything though. Okay, here we go. Oh, I was expecting purple for some reason. And automatically the yellow tone in this is going to kind of start counterbalancing any like sallowness and stuff like that. It does not have any fragrance to it at all. And you can see I'm kind of pushing it in and lifting up. You kind of want to go in an upward, outward lifting motion with skincare. I like the texture and the consistency of this. I am somebody that I don't really like a super thin, like very watery serum. I don't mind them, but I like something like this that I can like really feel like I have control over, if that makes any sense. Okay, I'm gonna give that just a second. Sometimes I'm not feeling it. Sometimes with these types of products, you'll feel a little kind of tingling sensation, kind of like the same way with using chemical exfoliants. That is normal and it's natural. But that is why I would say I'm not going to use this every single day for the first few days. After that, I will use it daily. That way in my 30 days or when it's empty, you guys have my full on thoughts. So while that is kind of soaking into the skin, that is something else. I like to wait a good 30 seconds in between. And then when my skincare is completely done, I wait a good few minutes before I start makeup application. Next up, we will go in with Targeted. This is the Super Multi-Corrective Eye Zone Treatment. Hopefully I can read this as well as I can read this. I do not have my glasses on and I should have put them on. Our multi-corrective eye cream targets all 4 eye zones to visibly lift the brow bone, I need that honey, brow bone area, smooth the eyelid from the outer corner, visibly reduce crow's feet, nice, and brighten the appearance of the under eye. Formulated with Proxylane, collagen peptide, and bilberry extract, our multi-targeted eye treatment visibly corrects the complete eye area for a youthful, lifted appearance. And I'm just assuming, it doesn't really say anything on here, but I'm going to assume that you kind of tap it out, go across the orbital bone, and then again, upward, outward sweeping motions. It does have the little protective layer on here. Ooh, that looks nice already. That is what it looks like. I'm not going to dip into that because there's plenty of product here. I have found that with like eye creams, less is more. Like that is all you need. I start by tapping and I let it set for a second. Go to this eye, tap, and then I'm going to do the same thing a tiny bit. Like I said, I feel like less is more. Tapping motion. And then by the time I get this back on here and put the lid on, I feel like that it is set enough for me personally that I then can go in. I'm gonna bring my mirror over here. Not that I'm really doing makeup or anything, but I wanna talk about the texture. I do like the texture. It's kind of that nice mid-ground that I like. It has, you know, some density to it, if you will. It's not slipping and sliding or anything like that. It did not have a scent or fragrance or anything to it. And then I'm gonna do the same thing. Again, upward, outward, sweeping motions. I do feel like it is absorbing quickly into the skin. Yeah, I like the texture, the consistency. It's nice and thick, but not like paste-like, if that makes any sense. I'm really excited about this product, you guys. Especially having like hooded lids and then this being just so heavy. I'm hoping it makes a difference. We shall see. Next up is the Super Multi-Corrective Cream. Our multi-corrective moisturizer visibly addresses key signs of aging, including loss of, if you're new, I'm so sorry, including loss of elasticity, lines and wrinkles, uneven texture, and dull complexion. That is me. Multi-action ingredients: phytomimetic, vitamin A, adenosine, and proxylane. Woo! Them are some words, y'all. Are supercharged when combined in our formula that helps to deliver a measurable correction against visible signs of aging. Skin feels supercharged. Skin feels firmer and smoother, and complexion and texture look more refined with less visible pores. Younger looking skin. I'm excited about that, y'all. Look, and I feel like I'm not somebody that's like, oh my gosh, I'm aging. Like I said, I'm 46 and a half and I feel great. Like I love my skin overall, even with everything that's happening with my skin. You know what I'm saying? But if we can aid in, you know, helping to stay more plump and youthful, I'm down. I'm down for it. All right, I'm gonna go into this. I already know I'm gonna like that. When it comes to like a moisturizer, the thicker the better for me. I love a thick one. Now maybe during summertime, I want something a little bit softer, a little bit thinner and more delicate because it's so hot and muggy and stuff like that. But because I have such dry skin, you guys, to the point where I will crack and bleed and peel. That is how dry my skin is. So for me, I want a rich, rich cream. And this, I think I'm gonna love this. Yes, I definitely think I'm gonna love this. It is quite thick and almost bouncy and moussey, if that makes any sense. And if you are a skincare junkie, then you understand. Okay, this has a slightly, I would say, kind of herbaceous scent to it, very kind of herbally. Quite thick. And again, kind of like that bouncy, like whipped moussey texture. Again, outward, upward, sweeping motions. Ooh, I like this a lot. I'm gonna get a little bit more. I'm just kind of using what's on the cap, but I mean, you guys can, I think, visibly see how thick that is. And like I said, it's kind of like bouncy. I love this so far. Ooh. All right, based on very first impressions, hopefully you guys are even seeing a difference. I do definitely feel very hydrated, very plump. I mean, you can see the level of hydration, but in saying that, nothing feels thick because like I said, like especially in the summertime, I like a little bit thinner formulations of products, but even having this on and this being very intense and rich, I don't feel like there's anything on my skin. Ooh, you guys, I have high hopes. I have high hopes. And then last up, I'm gonna give this just a second again while we're reading, the Better Screen UV Serum. I'll show you guys what it looks like. Okay, and this, obviously, it's used to help prevent sunburn. Apply generously and evenly 15 minutes before sun exposure. Reapply at least every 2 hours. But it does have collagen peptides, helps visibly correct fine lines, uneven skin tone, and dull skin. I'm also hoping that maybe this has that little bit of a yellow tint to it, where it's going to kind of brighten as we wear it throughout the day. All right, it is clear, a little thinner, as you can see, but still not so thin and wet that it's kind of going everywhere. And of course you want to use enough sunscreen, so I'm going to grab quite a bit. And with my sunscreens, maybe this isn't right, but this is the way I do it, and I don't generally get burnt. Oh, it's very, very light. It's not like super aggressively sunscreeny, if that makes any sense, but I like to kind of disperse it so that I know I'm getting a little bit all over my skin. And then from there, I will kind of manipulate it into the skin. This also has that beautiful mid-ground that I like. It's not slippy and super watery, meaning it's not just kind of dripping all over the place, but then it's not so thick that it feels heavy and greasy. Ooh. Okay. Y'all, I have to say, like, my skin, comparatively, from when I very first started this video 19 minutes ago to now, I just feel like skincare makes all the difference in the world, you guys. Like, even just using a good skincare routine, and this is a very minimal, this is pretty much all I would use anyway. So I like that they didn't send like 15 different products and here's of this and here's of that and here's 5 of these. It's a very minimally curated collection and I love that. Yeah, so far so good. Let me get you guys ultra super duper close again. All right, so you can see how hydrated and plump the skin looks. Yeah, I am really excited about this. I'm really excited about these products, you guys. Like, wow. Look, I look plump and delicious and yummy, you know what I'm saying? I love how my skin is looking right now. Ooh. And obviously this is like a beautiful base to go in with makeup. I say this all the time. I will take a good skincare routine over good makeup any day. You can have all the most expensive makeup in the entire world, but if the canvas underneath is not taken care of, it does not matter, you guys. So yeah, this is my first impressions. So far, so good. So far, I'm actually thrilled. I like the textures of everything. Everything absorbed quickly into my skin. I don't feel like it's sitting on top of my skin. I do feel quite illuminated, quite glowy, nice and plump and hydrated. So yeah, that is my first impressions of KIEHL'S skincare. I will see you guys also at the end of this 30-day time frame. So again, today is September 19th. Yes, Friday, September 19th. So I will see you guys in 30 days for my brutally honest review of KIEHL'S skincare. I would love to know, is KIEHL'S a brand that you know and trust and love? What are your favorite products from the brand? Are you like me and you've only kind of dabbled here and there, or have you never tried them? I would love to know. Thank you guys so much for joining. And thank you, of course, to KIEHL'S for gifting. I'm on the road to 10,000 subscribers this year, and I can only do that with your help. So if you do see this and you're not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing and give the video a thumbs up. It really does help me so much. There's also a new hype feature, so you can hype up the video. You can turn on your post notifications so you never miss an upload, and there's a join button down below that you can click to become a channel member for some exclusive perks. I love you all. Stay happy, healthy, and safe, and of course, be your own best beautiful. Bye, beauties.